Well, good morning, and I'm your host, Anthony Thomas, and welcome to the BSN Collectibles, where we sell comics, cards, action figures, and a whole lot more. You can check us out at www.bsncollectibles.com. Today on BSN Collectibles, I am showcasing Signed Book of the Week, Cover of the Week, and a Stan Lee Book of the Week, as well as how are they bringing value to comics. And I'm doing a mini unboxing. And this is Saturday, and this is episode 103. And my what if, you're just going to have to wait and see, if you don't mind. I know everybody's busy. I know there's a tons of videos out there. But I think if you wait to the end of this video, you're going to like what I'm saying, or you're going to disagree with what I'm saying on the what if. Okay, first up, I have Ultimate Fantastic Four, number 23. This is the signed book of the week, and it's featuring Invisible Girl on the front cover, Miss Invisible, Invisible Girl, and this is the Ultimate Universe. And this particular issue here, this is one of the issues. This is because they came out with started in 22, if I'm not mistaken, and this is, and it came out in 22 or 21, and then it came out into issue 24. And in this particular issue, they had the creators of this issue basically was Joe Quesada. Cover artist is Greg Land, Matt Ryan, and Justice Sponsor. Writers Mark Miller. Penciler inside is Greg Land. Inker is Matt Ryan. Colors is Justin Bonzor, and I'm not probably pronouncing that name wrong. And letter is Chris Elos. Editor is Ralph Macho, and John Barber and Nicole Willie. Now, they had Ultimate Fantastic Four 22, Ultimate Fantastic Four 24 in this particular storyline. And this crossed over into Marvel Zombie number 1. This is the storyline that got it all started with Marvel Zombie. And who was also in this issue as far as characters, right? Featured characters is Fantastic Four, Mr. Fantastic, Reed Richards, Invisible Woman, Susan Storm, Human Torch, Johnny Storm, Thing, which is Ben Grimm, and supporting characters in this series and in this issue is Magneto, Kelly Rich, last appearance, and Danny Glenwell, and Mindy Glenwell, and Franklin Storm, and Mary Storm, first appearance. I guess it's Mary Storm's first appearance in this issue, as well as Kelly Richards' last appearance, and so forth. And also you had the zombified Fantastic Four, Mr. Fantastic Zombie Reed Richards, Invisible Woman Zombie Susan Storm, Human Torch Zombie Johnny Storm, and Things Zombie Ben Grimm. And you have Wolverine James Logan Hewlett of Earth 2149. They had the Angel. All these are the zombies that was in there. Angel, Warren Witherthorn the third of Earth 2149, Thor of Earth 2149, Nighthawk Kyle Richmond of Earth 2149. I didn't even know that was the name of the Earth 2149. Namor of Earth 2149. Iron Man Tony Stark of Earth 2149. First appearance of Iron Man in this issue. Black Knight Dane Whitman of Earth 29, first appearance. Last appearance chronology is Moon Dragon of Earth 2149, first appearance. And the Falcon, Sam Wilson of Earth 2149, first appearance. Storm of Earth 2149, first appearance. Black Bolt, um, it was his first appearance in here, and Nova, it was first appearance in 2149, and they showed that Nova Rich Wright of Earth 2149, as well as Hovike, and only appearance is in this issue, and Morata Norada of Earth 2149, only appearance. Stingray, only appearance. These are all Earth 2149, and Emily Frost, only appearance. She's Earth 2149. They had a whole bunch. Uh, so what I'm gonna say here, all the ones I'm reading off here are from Earth 2149. Moon Knight, Juggernaut, Crystal Beast, Dazzler, and Nomad, Swordsman, Ant-Man, Quicksilver, Giant Man, Wonder Man, Nightcrawler, Tigra, Prowler, Sunfire, the Guardian. And the last appearance of Chronology is Phoenix. All these are 2149. They had a lot of guys in here. Cannonball, Shang-Chi of Earth 2149, Spider-Woman, which is Jessica Drew of that planet. Same Jack of Hearts, Rogue of Earth 2149, Ghost Rider, Brother Voodoo. And my thing is, even in the storyline, why didn't those heroes, or maybe they wasn't smart enough to figure out how to stop this disease? It overcame their planet. That's, I don't know if Marvel touched on that side of that storyline. Why did that planet get affected? And why did those superheroes let it get affected? Why did they try to stop it? Or maybe it was too powerful to stop it. Other characters in here, you had the Vision, you had Captain Atlas, Pulsar, Snowbird, Cyclops, Trenton of Earth, Brother Voodoo, and you had you had the U.S. Army, Earth 1610, New York. Locations is Earth 1610, New York City, Manhattan, Baxter Building. Earth 2149 is on New York City. Item, hunger virus. This was called a hunger virus. Zombify reads interdimensional portal. These are the items. And
how's it going?
what's up?
Oh.
Yeah. You just, no, I didn't say that. So, symptom of this crossover, edited Ben, Johnny, and Sue stare in awe at the other Fantastic Four. However, the other Reed Richards orders the other Johnny Storm to burn Ben, Sue, and Johnny. However, Sue activates her force field to hold back the other Ben and the fire. But the other Sioux forces her into the hallway with her force field. They sealed the other Fantastic Four inside the room and gassed them. Sue notes that they look like themselves but look older, and and suggested that they might have a virus, necrotosa, whatever that is. But before she can finish, the other Reed forces his way through the door and attacks Ben. However, Sue managed to collapse his left part of his brain and damaging him. Security security officers came to their aid, and Sue and Johnny filled them in on the new Fantastic Four. Meanwhile, back in the other universe, Wolverine is sitting on top of the building, sniffing out other sources of food. Reed managed to get back to Magneto's fort with Ursulin for Mindy Hayel. Meanwhile, Magneto suggests that the teleporter wouldn't stop the infected from getting through, but gives them a chance to escape. So I'm not going to read this whole thing because they give me the whole story to this. But I got this book signed. This is a great series. And it's something to definitely check out. Great storyline. Great series. This is what got Marvel Zombies started. So the storyline has to be good if they do a spin out, and they had several series based off of this storyline from the Ultimate. So I tip my hat to Marvel for this series because it opened the door up to a whole nother horror side to the Marvel universe. And this great book, and the artist Greg Land, he knocked it out the park. And I got a sign, I got to meet him and everything like that. Now, up next, I have Kirby. That series came out. This came out. This came out in November 2005. This series here came out in November of 2005. Now the next one I have is Kirby Genesis number 0, coming from Dynamite, and the painter in this Kirby Genesis, Alex Ross, did the cover on this, but he did some of the interior art. He did some of the interior art, but this is the issue here, Kirby Genesis, and let me just pick the camera up instead of he did some of the he did all the cover. I think he knocked that part with the cover. And Kirby on the front cover doing his classic artwork, and he got his characters around him. And this is Dynamite. I hate when this phone flips. Yeah. What's this gonna flip? It's gonna flip. But yeah, this is a Kirby Genesis. I got this whole series, and I'll be showcasing the covers on the other ones. But this is the cover of the week. If you can notice, it's got artwork inside the letters. It's got the city and everything like that, and got the different characters and stuff. Um, which I'm not familiar with those characters. I mean, these are some characters I'm assuming that Mr. Kirby created, and I'm a and if he did, I mean, Kirby had he had one of the most creative I think personally creative brain in the comic industry. And I love this artwork. Yeah, this came from Dynamite Entertainment, and Kurt Busiek is the writer of this series. Um, Alex Ross is the cover artist. Pencil is Alex Ross and Jackson Herbert. Color is Vincent Adrout. And this is a superhero book. And this came out in publication date was May 2011. This is 32 page issue. And this is the Kirby event of the new millennium begins here, brought to you by the best-selling and award-winning creators of Marvel, the Pioneer 10 space probe carried a message to the stars. So Kirby, this is definitely a great series to get. I mean, if you're a fan of Kirby, this is just a series to get. I mean, it has his name on it. I mean, and then you got one of the best artists in the industry doing the covers and doing some of the inside, and you got one of the best writers also, doing the storylines. So you can't go wrong with this series. If you're looking at it from a collective position, it's worth it. If you're looking for somebody that want to buy it where they can resell it down the line, I don't know if it's gonna bring that type of value, but as a collector, I bought it because I'm a collector. I'm a fan of Jack Kirby, even though I have my own store where I can sell my products. But if I run across and I see some doubles and stuff like that, yeah, I'll buy them and I put them on the store to sell. But I bought these personally for my own collection, to cause I'm a Kirby fan. I'm an artist, so I just love his artwork. I can appreciate his artwork, and even if you're not an artist, you can still appreciate the creativity of him. As a comic book fan. So, with that being said, I give this the cover of the week, and you can't go wrong with Kirby. So up next, I have Midnight Sun Night Stalker. I haven't read this issue, and I know this came out in I know it comes with a poster, and it's part of that trilogy with Ghost Rider, and it's Morbius, and Spirit of Vengeance, and all the Night and Blade and everything like that. Um, and it's bagged, and it has a poster in it. And this is the Midnight Sun series. And back then, everybody's buying all the things that, whether they bag their cars in them and stuff like that. This right here, this particular issue is something I'm going to hit on at the end of this video. What I was talking about. If you stay at the end, I'm going to tell you about what if. And once you hear my what if, I'm not saying that on this what if some comic publishers might be already doing this, but I think in the big scope of things, a lot of publishers are not doing this. And maybe some of the independents are doing this. Maybe Marvel D. I haven't seen it to what I'm talking about, what I'm going to bring to. And you can tell me if I'm wrong. If I'm right, hey, that's fine, but I haven't seen it into the scope of what I'm going to share. So this basically is, one of the issues that I see how Marvel were trying to bring value to their books by having them bag, making them special collectors, edition by putting posters in them and stuff like that. So if you open it and you take the post out, it devalues it. So basically, I bought tons of these here to not just per se this issue, but I think I got like 2 issues of this here, this particular copy, and they both will be on the website for sale on bsncollectibles.com. And but this particular has a poster in the back of it. This is the poster here, and so I didn't open them. I don't even know what the storyline's about, basically, because I never opened them. I actually never read them. But I bought them because I am a fan of, comics. And let me see. I'm gonna look it up and see what is the storyline on this one here. Midnight Suns. Let's go to Midnight Sun, Night Stalker. And this particular one, and they're showing it here. And I would say this is, by looking at this issue here, it is in good condition. It's in near mint condition. Because I took it out the bag and board just to show it, because I never opened the plastic, and it's always been in the bag and board. I got a lot in the comment, but hold on a second. I forgot. Well, let me see. Yeah, this is this came out in 1992. 1992, Rise of the Midnight Sun. It's not very valuable. I mean, the highest I see this particular, I mean, ungraded scoring. Well, this is from mycomicshop.com, saying it's $4. But hey, that's cool. Up next, I have Robin. Just imagine Stan Lee doing Robin. Just imagine Stan Lee doing Robin. And you got Adam Hughes doing the cover. I like Adam Hughes' story cover art on these series. Now, do I like Stan Lee's? If he came up with the design of Robin, I don't like the design of Robin. I'm not a big fan of the other Robin neither. I like the Robin with the long. The only I like Nightwing when he got on long pants and all that. I ain't like those tight leotards and them little elf shoes that the first Robin was wearing. Just didn't look right. That's my opinion. Just didn't look right. But I like the other one with the Nightwing with the black and and he was called Nightwing, but I like when he got in that outfit. This particular one, I looked through it, and from what I seen here, that Robin couldn't. I don't know the full story. I didn't actually read it, but I just kind of skimmed through it, and it looked okay, but the artwork, is okay. I give the artwork in here a C minus. The covers, this cover here I give a A. The other cover I give a C, and I'll show you the other cover. I'll show you the other cover. Oh, you can unplug one. You can unplug the charger, smaller charger. Let's plug it in. So now this cover here is okay. I mean, I like the perspective layout drawing of it. He's standing on top of the city, on top of the city, on top of a building. Look like he's on top of a building or he's on top of something. And he's looking down. He's looking at the reader. But the anatomy drawing of Robin on this cup, I ain't digging that. But I like the buildings more than I like the actual drawing of Robin. That's just my opinion. Like they say, art is in the eye of the beholder, and I just ain't beholding it. So, but in this here, I like that better. And you got John Byrne creating Robin. And if this was John Byrne, and let me see, front cover artist John Byrne. Whoa. I just say this much, Mr. Byrne. You have done better. a whole lot better. It looked like it was just, I don't know, it just looked like it was rushed. Because when you know the caliber of Mr. Burns, that looked like it was just rushed. I mean, you look at some of his Superman stuff and his earlier stuff, or the latest stuff, this just doesn't compare. You know. So, with that being said, in honor of Mr. Stanley, I still love it because, and I still bought it because Mr. Stanley created it. So, just like the Jack Kirby one. You know. So, on to the next one. And I thought up next is, I thought, not thought, but I keep saying I thought, my coolest magazine, Wizard magazine. And I'm going to start doing some Saturday morning reads. And that's going to be with the Wizard magazines and stuff like that. And this issue here, this video here, I might post on Friday, and I could do my Saturday morning reads on Saturday. So with that being said, this, instead of episode 103, this might be 102. So, but it'll be in the description. So even though I said 103, you know, it might be 102. So just to give you a heads up. So when you go look for 103, oh, he said 103. No, it might be 102. So this Wizard magazine coming out is with, I think, is a cool cover. It has Superman on the front of it and Doomsday. And this came out in, you know, obviously around that time when Superman got killed. And this will be definitely in the on the BSN Collectibles for sale. And how much, I don't know. I mean, but until I look it up. But it's a fold out cover. And it's just giving you, you know, some highlights of, you know, Superman during that time and some earlier issues of Superman and everything like that. And this came out in, hold on a second, I think in 1992, 1993 Wizard Press. This was when, let me take this off. Yeah, that came out in 1993. Let me pick the camera up. That's a cool looking cover. Doomsday just pounding the hell out of him. Excuse my French. He's pounding the H out of him. Just in case you got kids watching. And what I like about this cover here too, it doesn't fold out to the back, but it folds out into the front. And it's got that shiny look, feel, and all that to it. I don't know if you can see that shiny. Very clear. You got Lois Lane on the front, Jimmy Olsen. Yeah, you know, the city's just being torn apart by these two juggernauts fighting. I mean, if they sit down and just had a cup of coffee together and talk about it. But you know how it is. Swing first and maybe have a cup of coffee later. And but I like the way they have Superman's cape on a stick representing the flag. You know, representing hope. You know. But he actually got killed. But this is a Superman tribute edition of Wizard magazine. And I love Wizard magazine. When it came out, I don't have the first issue, and you know, I think I'm missing like 5 issues, but besides that, I've been trying to buy every issue I can because I love the magazine. It tells the story and the history of comics. They haven't had a comic industry magazine came out yet or during their time that can compare to them. So I took my hats off to those guys. I wish they would have stayed in that part of the game, but they wanted to go and do conventions, which is fine. They are doing conventions now, but they're not doing magazines. And I don't know if there's even a magazine out there that can compare to Wizard when in their heyday. Because I mean, I got Wizard magazine. I remember I was in the hospital and I got this Wizard magazine with Superman kneeling down by Jimmy Olsen, and and that came out in 2007, and I mean that one magazine, man, I read it cover to cover several times, and it helped me through, just dealing with what I was dealing with in the hospital, not what the hospital was doing, but what I was dealing with my surgery at the time. So I definitely am a collector of Wizard magazines, and I also will be sharing stories from the Wizard magazines. Just reading different stories from them, and take one issue and go through that one issue and stuff. You can't do it all in one video. I mean, to try to read the whole, go through everything in one Wizard magazine, it would take hours. So that would be in bite-sized pieces. I would do that. And just to give you a heads up, I will be doing that in the near future, probably next week, just doing that with Wizard Magazine, just giving you some bite-sized pieces, which I know there's some other guys out there doing that, but I'm going to give my take on how I'm doing it. So I hope you enjoy my version as well. So with that being said, this is definitely a great magazine to have in your collection. See, on the other side, it doesn't have anything else besides advertisement. And like I said, I always share the worm, and then they just go into different things of Superman. They give a little history and all that, and some advertisement inside of the magazine. So up next is I bought another one of these bad boys, and this is graphic novel of the week. Couldn't resist. If you see one of my earlier videos, I bought that whole series, and I bought another one of these here as well. Couldn't pass up. Great storyline by Alex Ross, Kurt Busiek. So I had to add it to my collection as well. I might sell this one here, and because I have one already, and that's staying in my collection. And but I may sell this one here. But like I say, they're good all the way around. Because I believe this here. Why have 20 of them in your own personal collection? Well, unless you want to have one graded and or slabbed and all that, and then you can keep it. But I don't know if CGC actually grade thick books like this. They probably do. I have never got none of that graded. Now up next, I ran across this here on eBay, and I got some of the DC ones, and then the person who was selling these, they had the Marvel ones, and I got a great deal on them. I forgot how much I spent on these, but I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and they are in great condition. I mean, they are in real good condition. I mean, you got some edges. Well, I'll tell you this, but on some of them, they have some of the edges, the corners are, got little creases in them. But overall, they're in fantastic condition. I mean, I bought them. I don't play the games, but I love the artwork. And I think coming from a collector's point of view, I think you will appreciate the artwork. Even if you don't play the game, you can still appreciate the artwork that that Marvel did with these here, in inside and everything like that. They just knocked it at the park with this here. And these, let me see what these came out in. Let me see. This first one I got up is called Marvel's Eagle and Eagle Moss publication. Marvel and Eagle Moss publication. They came out with the Chess Collection Special. The Incredible Hulk and She-Hulk. And I mean, when I seen them, I said, "Wow!" I mean, when I got the DC ones, I was impressed by the DC. I'm more of a Marvel fan than DC, but I like both in these publishers. But I'm Marvel, I wouldn't say all the way, but I appreciate. I'm more into Marvel than DC. But one day I may show you, just do a just a show and tell of just the inside of the books themselves when I start doing my reading. So, and this is here the chess collection. This came out in. Let's look. I forgot to look that up. 2014. Yep. Came out in 2014. Eagle Moss collection in collaboration with Marvel Comics. Yeah. Got some great artwork in there. And when I show it to you, you'll see why I went ahead and bought those. Because if you don't have these, if you see these, grab them. Now, will they be worth something down the line? I don't know. But coming from a collector's point of view and coming from an artist point of view, they worth getting. I mean, so not everything ain't gotta be, I gotta buy this and then resell it at a higher dollar. No, I mean that's what happened when people was getting on that Image thing, and Image was selling the books like crazy. And, you buying this and you're gonna say, "Oh, I'm gonna retire." You ain't gonna nah, that ain't happening. Now this next one up is Iron Man, the Invincible Iron Man, chess collection number 2. And he's actually the White Bishop. So I'm assuming that's his position, the White Bishop. And I forgot to in the Hulk, I'll pull that one out too and see what position they are. But here, like I say, the artwork is cool. They have all the different characters in here, what their positions are, and everything. So when I see these books here, I'm gonna grab them and resell them. But yeah, the artwork in here, the storylines and everything like that. They got a poster in the middle. Oh man, let me just show you this poster in the middle. I don't know if you can see that. You can't really see that well. That's why I gotta wait till I do my showcase. But that's a nice poster of Iron Man. And this came out in same time, 2014. And Eagle Moss collection is located in London, UK. London, UK. My collection shop. So, without further ado, he's the White Bishop. And also, let me show you the back cover. That's how the back cover looks. It's got the Wolverine one on the back. But I love that cover. That's cool. And She-Hulk is a white rook, whatever that is, and I'm not a chess player, but and then Hulk is the white rook, ROOK, and this is the back cover of that. Don't that look like an Adam Hughes cover? I look like an Adam Hughes cover, a painting, really. Cover, back cover. So, up next I have, and the person actually when they sent it to me, they sent them in these boards was in the middle of them, which I will put back in there to keep them still. And up next I have Ultron. Ultron. This is Chess Collection 30. And he is the Black Rook, or ROOK. Rook, I guess I'm pronouncing it right. These are all hand sculpted, lead-free metallic resin. 100% official Marvel approved. They approved this. And this one came out in 2015. The other two, that was 2014. Ultron came out in 2015. And they showing the bad guys in this issue here. Let me see. You can see the bad guys. No lighting ain't that great. Hold on a sec. I keep some lighting around me. Even though I got a light above me, I turn the light above me off because it's too hot. So, and I like to find this one here with the claw. That's the back cover. I like to get that issue there with the claw. And I got a good deal on these books because, and that's the front cover, because he had it at one price, and then he had the buy now, or he had the buy now or make an offer. I made him an offer, and I'm surprised nobody didn't snatch these up, but nobody did, so I got it at a good deal. Because they come with game pieces. You know, they'll sell with the with games. Now this next one is Chess Collection number 6 with Captain America, the White King. And I like this artwork inside. I think that's cool. Now look at that. That is cool. I mean, just look at the painting, the detail in Captain America in his suit alone. Let's look at his suit alone. That is just straight up nice. Just the detail in this part here is just phenomenal. And I like the coloring. And that's how it looks on the front cover. Let me get that stand back. Let's use the camera. I just want to move it around and show. And let's see what's on the back. We got Red Skull on the back. I think I got Red. Let me see. No, I don't have Red Skull. That's what I'm gonna have to look for. That's what I'm gonna have to look for. This book here is a little bit It's a little bit more damage than the other ones, but that's all right. I mean, the artwork inside of it is still phenomenal. One day, if I don't sell it quick, I'll show you all of it. But this is the pull-out poster on this one here. Avengers #4. First appearance of Captain America. Well, I don't know if it's the first appearance, but Captain America. This is his first issue. I'm assuming he was in the Avengers. Captain America lives again. I'm assuming that the poster alone is worth, the price I paid for these. But yeah, that's a nice one. Always been a Cap fan. My favorite superhero is Incredible Hulk. My favorite, and if you want to call Hulk a hero, that's kind of like, especially with Immortal Hulk and everything like that. But I think of Hulk as an anti-hero because, he has to be with some. Hulk don't really go around when he's by himself trying to do superhero stuff. Hulk just want to be left alone. But when he's with a group, that's something different. He has to be pretty much led to do something good. Now, but they don't change the storyline, his mindset so many times, it's hard to keep up. Next one up is Chess Collection 18, Taskmaster, Black Pawn. And this one came out in 2014. Taskmaster is another super villain. So, the chess, they got to have super villains. And on the back of this one, you have Hawkeye. Don't have that one. That looked like a cool one to get. But this is the front cover of Taskmaster. And next up, I think I'll leave this one for last. Well, maybe next to last. And up next, I have Mr. DD, Daredevil, White Pawn. And this is Chess Collection #5. I think that's a cool. Let's just look at that artwork. Let me turn this camera around like that. The artwork there. Look at that. That is nice. That's why I bought them, fellas and ladies. It's just because of that. And this is the front cover. That's why I bought these here, because of the artwork. And they're showing the Captain America, which I just showed you. But that's why I bought these. Let me see what's inside of this one. Nice pin up inside. Showing him with Elektra in here. Showing him in his yellow costume. Showing him in his black costume. Yeah, this is cool. That is nice. Next one up is Doc Ock, Black Knight. This is Chess Collection 16. This came out in 2014. And this is They're showing storylines with Doc Ock obviously fighting his favorite superhero. I I personally like the green and yellow costume of Doc Ock. I personally like the green and yellow. You know, they don't came out with different versions, but that's Doc Ock there. It's a nice artwork piece there of him there. And up next I have Mr. And this issue is actually in really good condition. It's one of the best ones. It has on the back cover. It has the Iron Man, which I got that, and the poster inside is cool. They actually wait a minute. They put in here. They have something different than the other ones. So they have a pull-out chess guide in this one. How to play chess. They have a guide in this one here. Cause the reason why they have a guide in this one here, cause this is #1 chess collection #1 White Knight Spider-Man. This is White Knight Spider-Man, and they have a pull-out chess collection in this one here on how to play the game. Y'all remember this here? If you're familiar with Spider-Man. Basically there. I remember that storyline. I don't have that issue. I don't have that issue of him. I had an opportunity to get it, but I didn't get it. I should have got it. Remember this one here. Like I said, one day I'm gonna showcase all the inside of these here. The artwork is just phenomenal. Oh. They're taken from the history of the books and stuff. But like, that's a nice picture. Spider-Man swinging over the city. You got the pull-out poster here. And this is issue number 40. Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man. Spider-Man saves the day. And up next, and the last one is this is chess collection number 3. It came out 2014. Cool pull-out poster in here, and it has Mr. Wolverine. So this came out in 2015. So this is gonna do it for this time, but I still gotta share with you what if. Now, I'm going to share with my what if. Now, if you hear this video, this video either coming out, like I said, either going to come out this Friday coming up, which is April. Hold on a second. April. Let me get my calendar. Let me get my phone. Yeah. It's either this, 26. It's either gonna come out the 26th or the 27th of this month. But if you see, if you're looking at this video, either one of those days or beyond, just think about what I'm telling you now. What I'm gonna tell you now. See if Marvel or DC or any independent is doing this or looking to do this or have done this. They might have done part of it, but I don't think they've done all of it. And if you know of any independent, you let them know, hey, why don't you do this? Like that. And this is just one idea that I'm going to share with you. This is just one idea that I've been thinking of. How I'm not a publisher, I'm a store owner. I'm a store reseller. I resell comics. I resell sports cards and t-shirts and all that. bsncollectibles.com. Check us out. But my thing is, if publishers would do this, this would knock the industry off their socks. This would add more value to comics. This will save people time. Now what am I sharing? What I'm about to share with you? I was gonna wait and share, but nah, why wait, man? Come on, why wait, dude? Share. I mean, I may be here today and gone tomorrow. Share. You heard it first from BSN Collectibles. I know I had this show going as the Pure Power of Comics. I may stop the Pure Power Comics. If you want that name, just hit me up on my email and we can talk about it. Or you can just have it. I don't know. But my thing is, what if Marvel, DC, and Independence ready for it? You want to go get you something to drink, popcorn? Get you something to eat? Go to the store, get you something to eat?
Mm-hmm.
I'm on the thing, talking. Now, what if Marvel and DC and independent publishers would? I came up with this idea. I said, man, this will save me a lot of time. The fans would, as a fan, I would do this. I would spend this extra money for this if the comic publishers would just do this. Now, the first thing, I'm going to clarify this. The publishers would have to do this. It couldn't come from the fans. We already do this, but we do this on our own time. But if the comic publishers would do this. Oh, you need something? Are you trying to get your phone? Go ahead. Yeah, use this one. Yeah. Oh, you from the one? Yeah. Yeah. I'm in trying to talk to my wife. She coming in here. She's not asking me something. But hold on a second. I know you're still waiting. Are you still on the edge of your seat? Taking a sip of my coffee. Now, this is worth waiting for. Like I said, go get you something to drink, sit back and have some popcorn. What if the comic book publishers would take, when they, let's say let's just use this book for example. This book right here. If they take that book there and publish, let's say 1,000 of them, or 1,000,000, whatever. And they came out 1,000,000 of them, and they took half of that 1,000,000, or they took 500 of that 1,000,000, or not 500, but let's say half of that 1,000,000, or 250,000 of that 1,000,000. and got them. Are you ready for it? You're gonna love this. They would get them pre-autographed. Now, see, because when the comic artists, now hear me out. When the comic artists do the artwork for the comics, they already sign it. They sign it, and you see the, you know, you see their signature on the artwork. Let me see if I got a book in here. Like, we get that.